HGC 2017. And, well, in the next couple of hours here, as DTS and No Tomorrow are going to Towers of Doom with a Zeratul ban right out of the gates. ETC, being the likely hover, makes perfect sense.
Think about No Tomorrow. A lot of people are thinking, wait a minute, who's this team? You've got Casanova, Jason, former Deventic player. Tiger JK's been around, one of the best supports in North America. I think he is by far the most underrated support that we have. Talking Trees. He was a part of the old Astral, formerly Guster Bust roster. Urho, another former Deventic player back when they were in their heyday, like at all the globals. A pretty stacked team with a name that you're just not that familiar with.
Wow. So let's rewind to the first match that we cast today. DTS went with a crazy comp first 2-8 Hot Doge that included a lot of global presence heroes. Lost Vikings, Abathur, and Zeratul for the Roam. Now the Zeratul has been banned, so there's no Zeratul Roam, but they're taking a similar route with huge prioritization on banning ETC, grabbing 2 globals. I actually could see them banning Dahaka.
If Dahaka's not picked up here.
Correct.
If I go all the way back to the regionals for DreamHack, back all the way in April, Dahaka was first played in competitive, at least by some of the better teams, was first played by Urho. He was the first person to test it out, and he played it quite well. I remember it was Tomb of the Spider Queen on the map that I saw it on. Obviously, it's Towers of Doom, and you need to probably have some type of global to match against Brightwing Falstad, but they're taking their time, already dipping into their time pool.
There it is. They respect the threat of that ban. They want to have something to match that global power, and Dahaka has been selected. DTS, if they want to go for a Warrior lock, it looks like they do. Zarya has been banned out. There's no chance of a Warrior ban here. Maybe they ban Li Ming if they just want to take a safe-ranged assassin away. Yeah, I like the Li Ming ban. What are you thinking?
Li Ming ban, I mean, it definitely takes away some of the stronger assassins, especially since you already have Bala. And depending on what DTS, I mean, they could easily go into another Lost Vikings. I mean, it limits you a little bit in terms of damage, but I don't think it would be a bad ban at all right now. Or Tracer.
Tracer. Targeted towards Goku, I guess? Vikings. They respect it. It's a powerful thing on this map.
Right next alphabetically to Tracer, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
They look the same, too.
Oh,
here comes Medivh. There it is.
Oh, I mean, I'm cheering because I love watching the style on this map.
On Towers of Doom, too. It is scary. If you fight near one of those altars, especially late game where you get a blank, or even, let's say you're on a friendly side or an enemy side altar, they just walk you right underneath it. Yeah, that's scary. Oh, man.
No Tomorrow.
This game just lit up.
Yeah, they just 0 to 100 real quick. Malfurion. Sure. You can throw the roots at the end of the tunnel or the end of the teleporter, which is a scary prospect to have to be like, oh, well, I'm not going through that for the next 3 seconds. There it is. And of course, he's just a good hero in general.
Are you forced into something like Muradin as your second tank or Johanna?
No, Tyrael still works. If Tyrael gets hooked, you just Eldruins away.
He could get Eldruins away. Sanctification directly under it. You just have your team dive on top of that hook. I mean, there's... I just can't believe, like, right out of the gates, firing... They've got Medivh and Stitches, and we know what's coming. The fact that they still get Li Ming.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Li Ming still gets picked up here is interesting, but
one of my favorite things, I can't remember if it was Breeze or Quacknix or something like that. I was watching them, and I think it was Breeze, and he was breaking down Cursed Hollow game from BlizzCon that they had, and I think it might have been Schwimpy on Li Ming, and he's like, here you can see turns to like put Stitches on top of the roots instead, but they had been calling it out, and I think Schwimpy had called out because he was breaking it down on stream. He's like, if you're gonna do Stitches, don't turn around at the last minute because I need a target to like be able to hit my skill shots, and that's why they missed the kill the first time. Again, later he does the same thing. And like he just like stop turning around at the last minute and let me hit my combos. He kept missing his Li Ming combo because of the communication issues there. I thought that was really funny. They still won the game,
Right. That still has to be really frustrating.
But I thought that was really funny when he was breaking it down.
When he's dropping it out of his belly. Well, I like the Tyrael pick a lot, just because Tyrael can be somewhat safe when it comes to the hook combos, at least. Eldruin's a decent option.
Sray is telling you, this is a Stitches warm-up game. Be easy on me, Jake. Standard DTS comp. Game number 1, though. One of these teams making it into the league. The next team probably going to be back here next week trying again.
All right. Oh, this is another tense moment for these teams as the series is just beginning. We've got a best of 5 ahead of us as we load into Towers of Doom. On the blue side, that is Dumpster Tier Faye going to be playing Li Ming. We've got Sray on the Stitches, Iacona, Brightwing, Goku on the False Head, and Prismat on the Medivh.
And on the other side, for our team of No Tomorrow, we see Jason is going to be on Vala, Talking Trees on Tassadar, Urho on Tyrael, Casanova playing Dahaka, and Tiger JK on Malfurion.
5, 4, 3.
It's going to be an explosive match. Now, the Medivh Stitches style is not like it's a surprise. They've played against this before. They've practiced against it, but it doesn't make it easy. It doesn't really kick off until Gorge comes into play, because that's when Stitches can, of course, just eat you and then take you through that portal onto one nasty ride. But you still got to be worried about those hooks. And a lot of these targets, Malf in particular, don't like being hooked. And he's got antlers, man. Those hooks catch onto it.
I'm looking at the early talent pickups. We see Power Hungry from Li Ming, not afraid of being damaged. Heavy Slam, increased damage on the slam. And then Seasoned Marksman, man. That's not something we see too often, especially on a bigger map.
Yeah, that's true. We don't see a lot of Seasoned. The Falstad build in general we'll have to keep our eyes out on, because typically it's been Mage Dad.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it comes out there if you want to have that guaranteed damage, I guess, when you know you're going to get those hooks in later. And Power Hungry, if you've already got that extra damage from the globe, it can go a long way to blowing up a single target. So I think that's going to be the thing. I highly doubt he's going to be able to get full marksman stacks.
Man, there's just farm animal sounds everywhere in this fight right now. Through the portal they go. And it's just a back and forth brawl. They did sustain a fair bit of damage here in the bottom lane, and I have to say that's really nice for No Tomorrow, just because if those sappers connect, you know, those are dead towers.
Yeah, and sometimes these early things that you do in the first minute and a half actually have much more value 6, 7, 10 minutes in the game when you start talking about these.
Exactly. These sappers are now a problem. You want to put your focus on that bottom altar during this altar phase. But suddenly that's not really the best idea. Portal makes this scary. The moment you see that bird cawing above, you know that it's not the safest situation. Beautiful shield there onto Sray, keeping him topped off. Sray's keeping his ground. Will they step back on in of the rotations as Urho is getting very low?
Well, wait a minute. Dahaka was up at the top, channeling the top altar, and ended up burrowing or brush stalkering down before channeling it. I don't know if that was intentional or maybe just a misclick, or realize, hey, we need you at this fight as quick as possible. Yeah, they still are posturing up for 2 different ones, though.
Okay, Prismat has the teleporter. Actually takes no damage. Good stall. Will not do that again without the shield. Sappers get the 1 tower. They get the 2nd tower. Picture perfect here on the side of No Tomorrow.
2 altars also channeled, so an early advantage going out to them. Interesting. Putrid Ground. They're just going into a slam build for Stitches here.
Huh. And we do have the static shield, so it's Battle Fall stat. We don't see this that often. but I do like it.
Well, there he is, 1v1 against the Urho as the hammering goes out, doing a bit of damage. And as you said, that lightning starts to add up when that lightning rod's hitting.
It does. It gives him a lot more stay power when it comes to those situations, especially in a 1v1. If Falstad is going to be lone soaking a lane, you know, if he can go toe-to-toe with heroes like Tyrael, or I don't know, Dahaka seems like a lot more difficult just because of the amount of self-sustain he has, but still will be beneficial in the long run and team fights.
Jason has been playing very well ever since he's been on this team. You know, they came close to qualifying. They're one of the early favorites, especially in this qualifier, to make it through. Really good team, and Jason is a big reason because that. A lot of experience with his time on Niventic. Did get replaced recently by B-Kid, but he's on a much more natural role for him.
Nice roots. Prismet takes a load of damage, and that's going to actually force a Hearth out as we have the next altar spawning in the mid. Should be able to stall this out. Not going to be spawning for 15 seconds.
Seems like every time the altar phase starts, that's when they see an opportunity to start one of the sapper camps.
Yeah, I mean, it just basically spawned at the perfect time. It's kind of beautifully designed map because of the way that those rotations can happen with those sappers in alignment to the altars and the prioritizations that you can see within.
Talking trees, either he didn't have to shift available or he didn't feel the necessary threat there, so he just kind of walked on past, or just channeling that, forcing them to come out.
Dahaka in the back does get the Dragon Brightwing. The portal is there, so out goes the Fairy Dragon to safety land. Urho attempting to get that channel, but the Slamma Jamma coming down. Srey unable to step in the portal in time, and it looks like he's not where he wants to be, but Vala gets blown up, and you see everyone from DTS moving on in. Nice cleanse coming on through there.
Cleanse was spot on, but Vala getting blown up in the middle of that was very unfortunate. We are going to have even core damage. Pumpkin Sappers and minions starting to work away at that bell tower that all started 1 minute into the game.
The thing here, though, in DTS's favor is that they're getting close to 10, which is when their comp gets real scary. If you can eat that mouth, I mean, the fight's in such a scary good position. Even if Malf gets popped out, he thinks he might be able to Twilight. The poly should be there every single time. Deny him any kind of utility. And I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. And I think we're gonna have to keep an eye on Master's Touch.
Yep.
He's already about halfway through, so that's a big thing to know. If Prismat dies before that completes, that's real bad.
The phase shift in on the Srey is going to give him a little bit of a shield as we see the continued pressure. The tongue does miss at the last moment.
Faye, calm down.
Going Seeker build this game. No calamity needed.
This is a big hit. The global soak of Falstad starting to get some towers. Oh man, if he was able to kill that, doesn't look like he will. The feigning the fly. Not going to be anyone contesting him anyways. Level 10. Should be here for DTS first because that tower will fall after this wave dies.
The bell tower is the bigger threat right now. And we see 2 altars being spawned. We're going to see if there's an escort priority for that. It looks like they're probably going to have to let it go. Urho, though, forced to defend in the top. Both teams very close to level 10.
Yeah. That was actually a nice couple of stacks built up there for Master's Touch.
Almost done.
He's like one more hit away. And he's farming him on the trees right now. He's just kind of flying around as a bird. Getting eyes on. Popping that vision.
Level 10 not here.
He's got to be careful, though.
There it is.
All right. They stall that out. Srey stepping forward. Gorge is the big threat. Hammering, getting the stall this time. Casanova in the back.
Srey taking a ton of damage, and we see the portal should be back up momentarily.
They're just leaving it.
Yeah, see if we try and get a hook target. Nah.
Is Master's Touch done now? It should be.
It is indeed completed.
All right, that's a big deal. Prismat's going to do a lot more damage now.
Season marks.
There's the Gorge. It's Hassadar. The roots. Oh, beautifully done there.
All right, they still have a lot of pressure back on them. Urho and team starting to walk away. There's another hook onto Jason, but a little bit of mobility goes a long way as we see the vault away. Trying to return some of that damage. Force wall going down. The roots are there. Mighty Gust.
Cleanse?
No more.
No, I was going to say hook. not cleansed. The opposite of what I was thinking, did not go out. I thought he might just try to throw one out.
Same but different. But
Not
still the
even
same.
close. All right, back down to the Sappers. Prismat just kind of poking and prodding as safely as he can. The force wall will shut them out as the Sappers are locked in.
Well, if they get that bell tower, and we see, oftentimes, just like the game we saw earlier, the solo altar in that bottom lane made it very difficult to defend when you have that bell tower down. It's far different when you're at the top or the middle of the map because there's different avenues to get there. The bottom, it's a totally different choke point that we see.
It's true. And we've actually seen a big win on the side of everyone here for No Tomorrow in the bottom lane just because they've been getting the better end when it comes to the Sappers. The fort actually for DTS is very low, as you can see now that we are back in the game after that short pause. But if the Sappers get the escort, it's a kill. Tyrael, hold in with the Gorge combo. Very nice for them. He does as much damage as he can to the Sappers. That will remove the threat that was possible here.
And up in 10 seconds. They should still be able to contest this, but still not able to get that bell tower down just yet.
Yeah, this is going to open things up a lot, though. Medivh just providing that threat, flying above. You never know when a portal might come out. Actually going to go toe-to-toe with trees. Gosh, he does so much damage when he has
the cooldown is ridiculous.
Farm, yeah, as long as you're hitting the hero, the cooldown is like non-existent. Kona's going to channel safely, and Goku should be able to start the channel, but not safely. Urho is going to take a lot of damage here. A beautiful shield from Prismat. The portal is down. Oh, the Rain of Vengeance does a ton of damage, but not quite enough.
Icona managed to barely get through that portal. You can see still pretty healthy is the team of
Tiger gets
No
it.
Tomorrow. There's the Gorge, though, Jake.
And they find the kill. Casanova going to burrow immediately. Polly not there in time. Sray with no tap. The Polly comes out. The hook misses. And the disengage is here.
That is so scary when you're playing against the Stitches. Just being hooked alone is so terrifying, and then you know that you've got the Gorge and the portal. Nobody wants to get caught by that.
No, it just feels bad. You can't do anything. It's such a powerful combo, but I love it. I love these heroic compositions, or these heroic duos, as Trick likes to call them, that exist within Heroes of the Storm.
Level 13 picked up in the meantime, but another priority. Can they ever get those pumpkins escorted? They're rotating to the top. Let's see if they can find Falstad up there. Jason's about to walk in there and find him.
Spook die, Spook again. He's not Leo Arc, but he's going to get a friend called Brightwing. I don't know why.
Like a nursery rhyme? Or, I don't know.
Oh, I want Heroes of the Storm nursery rhymes.
How to raise your child.
I'm going to start writing them. Don't quote me on that.
You are married now. Time to start thinking about children, Jake.
Nope.
Raise yourself a little gamer on Heroes Nursery Rhymes.
That's I'm too esports for that life, man.
All right, 13 by both teams, dead even in terms of core health. Let's see, 24-24, but it is our 5th altar phase, which means 3 altars, Jake. This is where globals really come in.
It is, in fact, a massive benefit. And at this point in the game, No Tomorrow, they were thinking with the early start, maybe we can get that bottom 4. The force wall is good. The portal is out, and goodbye, Talking Trees. Oh, the dimensional shift there before the polymorph could connect. But look at Prismat getting a lot of damage done. That sanctification is not what they wanted. Falstad flying up, gonna get the top altar. Dahaka has the same thing in mind. The rest 8 players in this game maintaining this bottom position. Oh, force wall away from his portal.
Oh, Dahaka comes on the backside. The polymorph is in. It hasn't spread too much. Stray taking a bunch of damage. Iacona trying to blink in. You can see Stray solo on the backside. The Twilight Dream is there. And Stitches finally falls. It's a 5v4, but I don't think this is done yet. Face still looking to poke. Blinks away for the meantime.
What a crazy fight. I don't even know if the Twilight Dream hit anything. Prismat goes right into the roots. The face shield will keep him topped off. Tiger under pressure. Polly down. Through the portal they go, but off to their retreat is their next course of action. Li Ming stalling. Tiger taking a lot of damage. Stitches back up in about 7 seconds. Are they going to throw something like...
Wave of Force was there.
They have Gus too if they really want to keep this fight going.
Oh, Casanova grabs somebody. Mighty Gus has been used. Polymorph on that backside, starting to spread a little bit back and forth. Jason and Casanova go. They've got to regroup here. Tiger JK keeping everybody topped off pretty healthy, but there's that secret weapon at level 7, increasing that hammering range.
Flies roughly 10,000 miles.
Oh, look for the hook.
Oh, that's a lot.
Here
of
comes.
damage. And over the wall, into the gorge. Polymorph should be there in time this time. Yep.
Wow, that combo.
Oh, he's sanctification.
Sanctification, he burrowed
my
right away.
goodness.
Casanova is still going to fall. He does go down. The portal coming in. Talking Trees very low. Urho and Jason. Urho has no mana left. The roots go down. Jason gets pulled in.
The force wall working against him.
After
Good
all that,
shields, good
Prismat is not done. He's very low on mana. I don't think he can do much more. What a fight.
Yeah, that was tense. Very, very close game right now. Finally, we have a lead on the board just because of the odd number of altars in the game. But I like this. They're getting control of bottom. They were actually so far behind. Look at this. Look how low this bell tower has been, Jay-How.
It's been like that for a long time. They've picked up 2 or 3 camps. They just weren't able to get to theirs. They've been cleared up, and right now they're trying to defend their own bell tower.
Tunnels are up because we have reached the 14-minute marker.
Oh, the hook. They're looking to invade here.
Can you imagine if that hook connected and it fell through? It had just been spent in that exact spot. Like, that would be disastrous. All right, there's the combo attempted once again, bringing him back to the dead zone. Poly used here, this time on the side of Medivh, but they're not going to be able to get the kill, and they give up the camp. Without Falsehead, that fight was just a bit too risky.
The hook just barely missed on the backside.
That'll
there.
change in about 2 seconds, Jay-How.
Fishing hook.
Doesn't go, he's full on cleaver line.
Wow. All right, so Pulverize decreases its cooldown.
It's a big slow. Oh, that actually looks hilarious. Very low is Tassadar. Hammerang going and slowing Jason. The combo not going to be able to reach this altar. Not really favorite. If this well wasn't here, I'd say DTS are in the better position. But the fact that they were able to tap well, this is any man's altar.
Well, we have our standoff, a 4 core health lead in favor of Dumpster Tier. Casanova going on the backside, not able to grab Faye there. I think there was a wave of force to create that
Wave and
distance.
gust. So that's 2 heroics spent to try to keep Faye safe.
There's the gorge.
And 16's in play, so you got to watch out for those holy grounds now. Polly?
Well, they weren't able to get to the portal in time. They got through, but Urho taking huge shots as Faye continues to put the pressure on. Prismaticism coming in once again. Twilight Dream has been used though, Jake.
Not enough damage, not enough follow-up. Faye is getting put under heavy siege, but it looks like able to slip out of this as that
Faye
exploding
landed
serial.
that combo.
Yeah. Casanova. And this is looking really bad for No Tomorrow.
The longer these fights go, the tougher it is. Tiger JK forced to use Ice Block, but he is not going to get out of there alive as much. Oh, or is he?
Oh, the slam. Paying off that 75% slow. It is 75, right?
Yeah, it's like you're walking in quicksand.
I think it used to be. It used to be a stun. That's what it used to be.
Faye has been landing these combos, and when with Seeker, you can just hear it cling. Just watch people die.
Oh no! Get in my belly.
Wow. That was quick.
Oh my goodness! Suddenly, one fight. Now we have that structural advantage. Heroes just now respawning, but they can just rotate to the sappers, pick them. They're taking the safe call. They're just going back to base, gonna refuel their tanks.
All right, they have an 8 core health lead. They've given themselves.
I never noticed she played the volleyball when she hearthed, man. I was like, what is that sound?
I heard it too. I just wasn't sure what it was.
That's cool, man. Oh my hamness.
Risky. This is risky. Prismat coming over.
Stitches is going to be
Stitches and Li Ming are
real
not here.
slow.
Follow's not here to put the damage on, and Fishing Hook they got to back out. They cannot take this. Just back out. Just back out, Casanova.
The threat. Ice Block has already been used from Tiger. He is so vulnerable now for a full minute.
All right, Stray taking a bit of damage. 2 altars of spawn. This is getting to that spot where you can't really afford to give up much more.
And remember, this is the bell tower advantage on the side of DTS. They'd get 5 damage, 10 if they got both. There's the Gorge going through the portal. The Gust to make sure this target is alone. Oh my goodness! The Polybomb connects on Urho as well. That's the 1 kill. They're moving back in. Twilight Dream getting some good value, and that's going to be a dead Iacona, but they get the 1 altar. 5 damage have been done. 4v4 is the rest of this fight. Good rain, but he's out of charges with the Rain of Vengeance, and the hook comes in.
The hook comes in, but without a healer, they're in a tough spot. Medivh does have the shields there. You can see Stray getting poked down. 1 altar has already been channeled. Talking Trees pretty low. Jason just barely avoiding some big damage there from Li Ming.
They're going to say, you know what, it's only 3 damage. We can give that up. It's not worth throwing potential heroes out here. 7-17, J-How.
How utterly droll.
It's getting pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, not over yet. Towers of Doom. We've seen crazier comebacks before.
Stitches has 50,000 hero damage.
What?
With that slam build.
Stray, stop.
9,000 less than Li Ming. And Faye has been landing those shots. Like, it's not like she's missing.
No, she's playing well. Faye is playing very well. I guess that's...
All right, they at least have the bell tower soon back in their possession. Urho's just sniffing this out. Dahaka's up top, Tassadar in the middle.
Oh,
holy ground.
But does he pay with his life? The roots are glorious, buying a lot of time. The Polybomb could come into play here when Medivh steps back forward. Nope, they're just going to look for the discus. Holy ground again. Faye is under terrible pressure. Great shields, Brightwing getting the heals, Iacona. And Prismat clutching it out.
A Pumpkin Sapper made its way through. In the meantime, on the backside, a second one's about to make it through. You go from 7 to 5 in the blink of an eye, and they had no idea. Too caught up in that fight. They chased for a while. If they had recognized that, they could have fallen back, but that's a tough one. You just picked up that camp. Generally, that's going to defend. I don't know.
Yeah.
This Pumpkin Sapper's too OP.
Well, at least they managed to reclaim that bell tower. No bell towers immediately at risk of destruction on the side of No Tomorrow, and only 1 altar on the map.
Well, level 20, man. They got to fight it. Or do they? Do they just sit with 1 core health and hope to survive?
I don't know. I think they look for the fight. It's just so scary. Gorge is already available once again. Roots have been spent. Dahaka going towards the back. The poly used on him. And the tongue does end up missing. Look at that target being spit out. Holy ground force as a result. Polybomb going everywhere with that level 20 talent.
Tiger JK trying to keep his team alive. There's the infinite gust. It's coming out. Talking Trees does get hit with a hammering. Really surprised at that talent, but if you're trying to lock it down and secure the game, that will help. Jason hitting the shot with the tongue on him, and Medivh secures the kill.
Can't shield yourself if you're stuck in the grapple of Dahaka. Now there's no portals for Stray. Stray could end up falling here. 2 for 1 in favor of No Tomorrow. They need to cut their losses and leave right now.
Oh, that extra knockback there from Repulsion keeps Jason away. He's got to be careful. Keeps getting hit with those shots. The shields are back from Talking Trees and Tassadar. And this is going to be 4 shots going out, trying to keep up. 13-5.
Wow. No Tomorrow really brought themselves back into this game in a big way. They can take out this bottom altar and put themselves in a decent position. Now, it's not... they're not fully back in it yet. They're in an infinite better situation right now.
It looks
they're not even pressuring it. They're going for boss?
If they're going for boss, they're a little bit late with this.
They're saying, look, those sappers will kill. Urho's going to look to Hearth. They find him.
They find him, but it's also going to be like, all right, we found somebody.
All right, the bosses, they got it. Like, there's no stopping this on the side. That brings it down to 9-5. Very...
So you say. Let's see if a skill shot lands from Li Ming. Talking Trees already taking a lot of damage. The boss is...
Dahaka! Oh, drag him into the roots. That's a lot of damage. Gus goes out. It's pushing them away. Oh, my goodness. The Sanctification going to be available here to lock that in. Urho with the Holy Ground does keep that boss on his team side, but barely missing.
Urho with the plays. Getting that Eldruins down was crazy. Has that bell tower still been standing this entire game?
It's so low.
It is the
Towers
unkillable
of Doom has
bell
like
tower.
some of the craziest maps. All right,
This could be game if they get both, but nobody will win by only getting one.
correct. I like this call. Just get them on the table. Bottom is like dangerous right now. That's why they're gonna clean it up. Those guys won't do anything. Medivh lingering at the top one. Urho's gonna scout that out.
Time is now.
Dahaka still in top, gonna brush talk her in when he finds his moment. There Dahaka goes. There's the Gust.
The Gust is securing one, and now if they are able to fight and win, they will get the second. Stray looking to gorge anybody. He does blink away. He ignores the portal. But is
the polybomb denying the sanctification coming out. He does end up getting it. They can't blow him up enough. And Stray is in a terrible spot. There he goes.
Wow, that holy ground locked him in, followed up by the Twilight Dream. They now have an advantage. Will they try and press to get that keep down, or are they going to take their 4 shots? This is a tough spot to be in. They don't want to risk anything as Urho secures 4 more shots. It's 5-1. Wow. Wait, is this game number 1?
Oh, man. Yeah, it's game 1. But that's the best news I've heard all night, J-How, because this is intense. Prismat still has his portal.
Just going to town.
All right, he's okay. So this bottom bell tower goes down, and the next altar phase, at the looks of it, is 1 altar ends the game.
For either team. Although they might be able to escort, Mighty Gust is available if needed. They should be able to reasonably defend.
Those stitches, though, like, you just Gust here, I think. Oh my goodness, Gust is needed. The polybomb has to be used. 2 heroics spent because of that drag. Whoever the sappers are still alive, they get all 3 down. Wow, that was close.
This is a crazy game 1, and I expect nothing less when I have Dumpster Tier. They like to make games interesting. They're doing just that.
All right, if they can reclaim this and keep themselves from being at a bell tower deficit, it's a pretty big deal.
If it's single altar still.
For them,
still gonna
for
be
DTS,
fine.
but not for No Tomorrow.
Pumpkin Sappers are pushing. Just gotta wait this out. If it's a multiple altar phase, then it's gonna be really difficult for No Tomorrow. And the fact that they're still looking at the Endless Gust, the wind tunnel, like, I want to secure this. Okay. Oh man. We saw this before, Jake. Remember that 3v3 on this?
Do I remember it? Oh my goodness. All right, immediately they get a target back behind their wall. Can he get the burrow? The Gust is there. Casanova in a horrible position. Hardened shield though, seems like it's enough. They're gonna give up on the kill. So many resources spent on both sides to keep that hero in check.
The altar is up. Prismat, of course, the ultimate denier there on Medivh. The portals are going to be available, and they should already be. But Stray walking in, Casanova going back to tap, and we can see the engagement. Here it goes, Jake.
Right on top of Goku, but Goku's backing away. The drag finds him into the roots. He goes. Beautiful Medivh shield, and those polymorph are just triggering left and right. Faye needs a combo. The Twilight Dream is putting Medivh in a horrible position. He goes down. Stray is all by himself. I don't know if Faye can get this target off him. This could be 2 members falling from DTS.
Stray able to stay alive, but the tongue goes in and he goes down, and now they just have to go and secure a bell tower. They get on the pumpkin sappers immediately. They get these pumpkin sappers, they rotate them into the bell tower, and they get their 5th shot. They cannot win the game unless they get these pumpkin sappers in and that bell tower down. They have 40 seconds to do it before Medivh's up, 47 until Stitches is up.
Man, when they got that hook, if they held that Gust a little bit longer instead of spending, like, I guess when you have Wind Tunnel,
Casanova.
when you have Wind Tunnel, you like might take it for, granted that it's going to last forever, but suddenly they're about to be in another rough spot. Losing this.
There it goes. It goes down. Tyrael channeling on the backside. All right, Iacona has shifted in. It's still a 5 versus 3, but remember, that portal is available if they need to get through. Tiger JK on the backside. The secret weapon for that extra hammering does go in and interrupt.
Isolation.
But he will be joining the fight here any moment.
Sanctification!
Secure it!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
what a game! 28 minutes, and we are in business. Game number 1 going to know tomorrow. Part of